Ugh. If my voice is intact, I can maybe just do it in the original key. It's so down there because like my voice starts to get tired after like the first couple hours of being awake. Where I'm about look at me. I will never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be I'm not meant to play this part? Now I see that if I were truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Somehow I cannot hide who I am, though I've tried. When will my reflection show who I am inside? When will my reflection show who I am inside?
Come into our house of hope and love, of peace and justice, of wholeness and healing. Come in where we welcome the certain and the seeking, the long-timers and the newcomers, the beloved and the brokenhearted. All of you can find a home here at Throop, where we go love the world from the heart of Pasadena and from the heart of our homes. Good morning to our friends joining us on live stream. Today we honor and observe Transgender Day of Remembrance. That date falls on November 20th of each year. In November 1998, Rita Hester, a Black trans woman and rock musician, was murdered for being transgender, and her murder has yet to be solved. A year after that, in the city of San Francisco, a candlelight vigil marked Rita's death and others who had died for simply being or being seen as transgender. And that marked the first of what would become the annual Trans Day of Remembrance. We enter into holy space here. And if you're new to Throop, we would love to stay in touch with you. You can fill out one of the info cards you'll find in the pew back in front of you, and you can give that to an usher later in the worship service. And each time we gather, we are reminded that each one of us is a light in the world, and the flame from our chalice symbolizes and reflects that light.
There we go. Our time together in worship is intimately connected with our daily lives. As a symbol of that connection, we light our chalice with a flame from our candles of hope and witness with words from Jamie Yandel. The chalice is lit, and in the flames of memory of our trans and non-binary ancestors, do a dance of freedom and liberation, reminding us that we are whole and holy. We are loved beyond all measure. We light a second candle to honor the people and ancestors whose lands we now occupy. The land under and around Throop is the unceded land of the Gabrielino Tongva Band of Mission Indian people. May this knowledge and awareness lead us into dismantling systems of supremacies and oppressions. We light a third candle symbolizing our watershed, the Arroyo Seco, which is probably looking really good right now. May their waters continue to nourish life in our communities. We take a moment of silence, holding all of these in our hearts.
And as we continue to gather in together, we join in our opening hymn. It is Turn the World Around, number 1074 in the teal hymnal. And I invite you all to rise and sing out as body and spirit allow, number 1074.
We come from the fire, living in the fire. Go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the water, living in the water. Go back to the water, turn the world around. We come from the mountain, living on the mountain. Go back to the mountain, turn the world around. Oh, so is life. Oh, so is life. Oh, so is life. Oh, so is life. Do you know who I am? Do I know who you are? See we one another clearly. Do we know who we are? Do you know who I am? Do I know who you are? See we one another clearly. Do we know who we are? Oh, so is life. Ah, so is life. Oh, so is life. Ah,
So is life. Take a moment, turn to your neighbor, and welcome them into worship.
Water make the river, river wash the mountain, fire make the sunlight turn the world around. Heart is of the river, body is the mountain, spirit is the sunlight, turn the world around. We are of the spirit, truly of the spirit, only can the spirit turn the world around. Whoa, so is life. Ah, so is life. Oh, 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 so
As the leaves change here in the San Gabriel Valley, I reflect on my own evolution. Just as a tree's leaves start to change colors, the moment a tree realizes it's time, I was non-binary, I was transgender the moment I realized my time. At first, it was harder to notice, like searching for yellow, orange, copper in our neighborhood trees. I looked like a butch lesbian with a small pronoun pin. I hoped somebody would slow down and notice. Here in Southern California, we get fall foliage under the best conditions, when there is that perfect mix of water, sunlight, and temperature to allow our mountainous valleys to burst with yellow sycamore and big leaf maples, rusty red buckwheat, and red Toyon berries. I experienced my own magnificent transition under the best conditions too, nurtured by the love of my partner and community and dog. And I really blossomed when I found Throop. Just because you can't see a tree's transformation doesn't mean it isn't changing. The tree doesn't need you to validate what it feels inside. Let's share our Throop promise to our planet, found in your order of worship. As members of the family of living beings on earth, we are guided by the Unitarian Universalist principle of respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. With hearts filled with love for it, eyes nurtured by its beauty, and minds ruminating on ways to protect its sacred and scarce resources, we promise to nurture the well-being of all life and of the planet itself.
And we do have wisdom from our UU tradition that is called Yes, There's No Binary by David Breeden. The road not taken is not a fork. That's too simple a thought. It's like flipping a coin. Either or, nope, it's not this or that. No or yes. It's nor, neither, and all of the above and more. The road taken goes every way at once. There, they, them, go, now, live. And the Sundays that we welcome new members into Throop, we are saying, go, now, live. These Sundays are especially joyful, and we are celebrating one of those Sundays today. They remind us of the many ways our lives here are intertwined and intermingled, and that the interlacing of our lives makes all of us more whole. I'd like to invite Cynthia McDonald, president of our board of trustees, to come to the chancel to help lead our new member ceremony this morning. And along with Cynthia, I invite our new members to come to the chancel. I would like to invite Margaret, Yasmin, and Chedley. I would like to invite Randy and Janice, Kat and Haley, Chris, and Hillary. Yeah. So I'm talking to you and I'm talking to you. It's a little hard to do that at the same time. But membership represents many things in a congregation. It's the acknowledgement that you all have found a sense of deep belonging in this church. Membership affirms the promises that we all make to one another, promises to prioritize our relationships with each other, understanding that the shared covenant we share is based on mutual trust. Membership embraces our Throop covenant of right relations that grounds this sacred community. And our community is sacred because of how you promise to be with one another, to be curious together, to hold emotional space for each other, to slow down and take the time to see the person in front of you, and to allow ourselves to be known and seen in return. We are so glad that you have as your place of ongoing spiritual journey. And I'm about to ask you a series of questions, and at the end, I'll invite you all to say, I will. Will you participate fully in the life of this community? Will you tend to your own spiritual life, seeking truth and meaning? And will you help us live into our promise to our planet, nurturing the well-being of all life? And if so, please respond, I will. Thank you.
There we go. Each week we are reminded that this church is our church. It is our spiritual and religious home. The troop that each of us comes to know and love, the troop we belong to, is never static. Our troop is dynamic, constantly changing, and evolving. Just as the flowers in our learning garden bud, bloom, then fade during the course of the year, programs, ministries, activities come and go. Energies ebb and flow. Some parts of church life are transient. But the heart of the church is permanent. It is our understanding the church is you. Our people, it is you, our people. We are held by this beautiful building, nurtured by our learning garden, inspired by music, led by our ministry team, cared for by one another. At the heart of that is all of you. Your troop, you are the ones who share our message of love with the world. That message of love is grounded in our relationship with one another. Congregation, it is time for you to voice your intent to be in covenant with these people standing before you. Will you welcome these new members with the warmth and comfort of fellowship? Will you seek to add your strength and talents to the new gifts they bring to us? Will you share our triumphs and our struggles as our community grows and changes? If so, please respond, we will. We will. Now that the new members and the congregation have said yes to one another, you all will add your names to our membership book. The names in the names in the book date back to the 1930s. And now your names will be with our religious ancestors who since 1886 sought to bring hope, love, compassion, and justice to the world.
And now the congregation will offer blessings on these, our newest members. And after each line I say, I'll invite you all to respond with, "We offer our blessings to you." We welcome you as you join your voice in harmony with ours.
We offer our blessings to you.
We are eager for you to share your spiritual journey with us.
We offer our blessings to you.
We ask you to participate fully in the life of our community.
We offer our blessings to you.
And we welcome you into our shared covenant. Your presence makes our community stronger.
We offer our blessings to you.
And then one more piece of our ritual is the invitation for you to take one of the jars of dried herbs from our Throop Learning Garden and gently sprinkle some into the empty container in the middle. And this symbolizes us sharing our gifts and them becoming greater when shared with the rest of the community. Good job. The herbs are very fragrant. And finally, we have a gift for each family to aid you in your ongoing spiritual journey. It's a small chalice for your home and a sachet of dried herbs that were gathered after our last new member ceremony here at Throop. And here they are, our newest members. Hooray! And our children create their own sense of deep belonging each Sunday in the Kids Dig In program. And we have a practice of singing them into their program. The lyrics are in your order of worship.
For you shall go out in joy, for you shall go out in joy, and come back in peace, and come back in peace. For you shall go out in joy,
go out in joy and come back in peace, and come back in peace. Blessed be.
I'm going to share a poem called Transgender Day of Remembrance from Infleshed. We, ancient and still becoming, tired and resilient, children and elders precious to each other, we remember across borders, through words that fit and don't, in the midst of layers and intersections, violences of so many kinds. We remember lives, names, stories. We remember our parts in the webs we grieve, the ways and times we have been more of a friend to white supremacy or colonialism, capitalism or misogyny, ableism or fat phobia, anti-sex worker biases or cultures of policing, or our religious institutions' complicities that weave through them all, than to those on this day we call kin.
We remember what causes us to betray. We remember we are capable of solidarity, true and lasting. We remember more than death, more than what deadens, but we will not let their cruelty be forgotten, erased, dismissed. We remember good days for each other. We remember love that surprises. We remember our beloveds resting, haunting, remaining. May there be comfort among the grieving, reflection among the privileged, and loyalty, courage, and power to move and make us, hold and heal us in the directions of trans-flourishing, collective, and within.
Joy and sorrow are woven fine, and we feel that on Sundays here at Throop in our worship services, and we feel that this morning especially. At Throop, when a beloved member of the congregation dies, we pause in our worship service and we remember all of who they were to us. This morning, we pause in a similar fashion as we remember the thousands of transgender people who have died by acts of transgender violence over decades and millennia, people who have had no one to remember them. Today, they have us to remember them. And so as part of that memory, I've asked Jack to light a taper candle from the flame of our chalice. We mourn too many lives lost. We mourn the laughter and stories and memories that were silenced too soon, that will never be heard. We extinguish the flame from our chalice to acknowledge those physical deaths. Some part of their lives touched others, and it's through that courageous living that they inspired others to be their whole and holy selves. And from the flame that we took from our chalice, we now light another candle to symbolize the influence of their lives. And may each one of us be all of who we are meant to be in the world. And it is in mystery that we are born, in mystery we live, and in mystery we die.
We are here in the memory of those who have fallen, those who have fallen, those who have fallen. We are here in the memory of those who have fallen, here for the courage to be who we are, courage to be who we are. We are standing in the memory of those who have fallen, those who have fallen, those who have fallen. We are standing in the memory of those who have fallen, standing for the courage to be who we are, courage to be who we are. We are singing in the memory of those who have fallen, those who have fallen, those who have fallen. We are singing in the memory of those who have fallen, singing for the courage to be who we are, courage to be who we are. We are here in the memory of those who have fallen, those who have fallen, those who have fallen. We are here in the memory of those who have fallen, here for the courage to be who we are, courage to be who we are.
This church is our church. We support it through our gifts of time, our gifts of talent, and our gifts of treasure. We pause each week in worship for a moment of financial generosity and ask you to make a donation to Throop. You can give online, the directions are in the order of worship, or place your gift in the offering plate. If you are a first-time visitor, please let the offering plate pass you by. Thank you for supporting our life together. The offering will now be gratefully received.
Often I am upset that I cannot fall in love, but I guess this avoids the stress of falling out of it.
Are you tired of me yet? I'm a little sick right now, but I swear, when I'm ready, I will fly us out of here.
I'll cut my hair. To make you stare. I'll hide my chest and I'll figure out a way to get us out of here.
Turn off your porcelain face. I can't really think right now, and this place has too many colors, enough to drive all of us insane. Are you dead? Sometimes I think I'm dead, 'cause I can feel ghosts and ghouls wrapping my head, but I don't wanna fall asleep just yet. My eyes went dark. I don't know where. My pupils are, but I'll figure out a way to get us out of here. Get a load of this monster. He doesn't know how to communicate. His mind is in a different place. Will everybody please give him a little bit of space? Get a load of this train wreck. His hair's a mess and he doesn't know who he is yet. But little do we know the stars welcome him with open. Get a load of this monster. He doesn't know how to communicate. His mind is in a different place. Will everybody please give him a little bit of space? Get a load of this train wreck. His hair's a mess and he doesn't know who he is yet. Little do we know the stars welcome him with open arms. Ooh. Time is slowly tracing his face, but strangely he feels at home in this place.
In a spirit of gratitude, we lift up those supporting today's worship service. We thank Steve, our live stream operator. We thank Jack, worship associate, Spencer, our greeter and usher, Kathy, lighting our chalice and candles. We thank Cynthia with our new member ceremony, all of our new members for participating today. I'd like to thank Taryn and Ara for our special reading this morning, Faith with the children's program, Tom, Coffee and Conversation, ID Eclair local bakery that gives us a lot of baked goods every Sunday, Malcolm and choir, those of you offering extra music today, thank you so much, and Jessica for all of your administrative support. As we pause in recognition for all the ways we support our Throop community life, I invite you to share the words of gratitude in the order of worship. With gratitude for the ministries of the church that hold us and embolden us to love the world, we bless our offering and the many gifts we share.
Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you.
I will never forget you. I will never forsake you.
Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you.
I will never forget you. I will never forsake you.
Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you.
I will never forget you. I will never forsake you.
Breathe into the gentleness of those words. Taking a breath in, pausing, then exhaling. Taking another gentle breath in together, exhaling. In the stillness, we hear bits of rain outside. And as we sit in the stillness and you listen, what is your heart's song telling you this morning? Being mindful of our breath and mindful of our bodies in this shared space. Maybe our heart song is reminding us to carry on with courage. Maybe our heart song is imploring us to slow down, not only so we can experience the person in front of us, but so we can experience the person that we truly are and long to be. In the stillness, perhaps our heart song is inviting us to speak with conviction, to act out our values, to remember above all else what is most important to us. When you listen, what is your heart's song singing to you? May you hear it resoundingly. And for all that is our life, we give our thanks and praise. Amen.
No, your mom don't get it, and your dad don't get it, Uncle John don't get it. And you can't tell Grandma 'cause her heart can't take it, and she might not make it. They say don't dare, don't you even go there, cutting off your long hair, you do as you're told. Tell you wake up, go put on your makeup, this is just a phase you're gonna outgrow.
There's something wrong in the village, in the village. Oh, they stare in the village, in the village. Oh, there's nothing wrong with you. It's true, it's true. There's something wrong with the village, with the village. There's something wrong with the village.
Feel the rumors follow you from Monday all the way to Friday dinner.
You got one day of shelter, then it's Sunday, hell to pay, you long-lost sinner.
Well, I've been there sitting in that same chair, whispering that same prayer 500,000 times. It's a lie, though, buried in disciples. One page of the Bible isn't worth a life. There's something wrong
there's nothing wrong with you. It's true, it's true.
This month, I invited you all to read along a book with me, and the book is called The Serviceberry: Abundance and Reciprocity in the Natural World, and it's written by Robin Wall Kimmerer. So if you have not heard of that book, if you haven't heard of the author, then we could say that I am introducing you to her through this invitation. And I am sharing the gift of introduction because it is our friend Dre, who's often right there, who introduced me to the book, The Serviceberry. And the Serviceberry, Kimmerer offers us the gift of introduction to a tiny little fruit called the serviceberry. I'm from a small town, and introductions are an art form. Whether in person or through the telling of a story, a person is introduced through the lineage of people and place. When my mom was alive, we talked often, either on the phone or through messaging, and she loved to keep me up to date on all the town happenings, also known as gossip. And she would start any update, it would always go a little something like this. You remember Sharon Friedman used to be Phillips? She was 2 or 3 grades ahead of you in school. I went to school with her mom and dad. She grew up on the road going out to evening shade near Big Toe's farm. And we had to get all of that sorted before my mom could go on with the story. Jack is down here saying that is so true because Jack's from a small town also. Kimmerer offers a similar type of lineage to help us understand who and what the serviceberry is. Kimmerer begins our introduction by listing all the names the serviceberry is known by. She moves from the formal in Latin. Laramie knows the Latin for many plants. I'm nervous. The Latin, Amelanchier, alnifolia. Okay, thank you, Jack and Laramie. Then she moves into the Potawatomi name, which is Bozakman, meaning best of the berries. Then she gets a little bit more personal by sharing the local name of the berry, Saskatoon, and we then get even more informal because we get to know its nicknames, Juneberry, Shadbush, and Sugarplum. Kimmerer then provides the relational connections, telling us who all is drawn to this edible plant. Butterfly larvae, birds, insects, deer, moose, humans even, yes, love the berry. And finally, she wraps up by sharing where the serviceberries she knows best are found, on her friend Polly's farm. So introductions are meant to give all parties involved a sense of ease. Knowing someone's name, hearing their pronouns, that is a first step in us getting to know a few of the many branches of identities and relationships that someone carries. Kimmerer understands that all aspects of that tiny little berry known by so many different names truly is a most amazing gift. And at Throop, getting to know you, allowing ourselves to be known, is perhaps the greatest gift that this religious community gives all of us. In a time in our world where conservative, religious, and secular leaders are trying to make trans people invisible, when they are removing gender markers from identification, when they are legally allowing bullying of trans children in school in some states, prohibiting gender-affirming care, when all of that is happening, there is something wrong in the village of our shared American life. And we're trying to make it right here at Throop the best we can, sometimes awkwardly, sometimes making mistakes. We understand here that we carry a moral and religious imperative to celebrate, affirm, and fight for equal rights and full visibility for trans people of all ages, ethnicities, and backgrounds. Last week, the Unitarian Universalist Association and other national religious governing bodies issued a statement in support of trans people, and in part it read, "Transgender, non-binary, and intersex people are vulnerable today. Our faiths, our theologies, our practices of prophetic witness call on us to say with one voice, you are holy, you are sacred, we love you, we support you." This letter was issued by 10 leaders, heads of national religious traditions, and that letter indicates that there is hope in our village of this American life. We speak out against oppression and in defense of democratic values. And here at Throop, I know we really want to get it right. Speaking only for myself, I am scared of the many ways I might get it wrong. I might stumble over a pronoun or mess up an introduction. And I might not ask somebody the questions that they are most longing to have a person ask them so they can be more fully known. But we try and we learn and we try a little bit more. Just this last week, one of you told me something you love about Throop. You said you love being part of a church that's been able to broaden your own relationship connections with people who are different from you. And as an example, this person lifted up last year's transgender panel that we held after worship. And that said that helped them leave with a deeper understanding of why pronouns matter and why it's important for those of us who identify as cisgender to continue practicing them and correcting ourselves. That it helped this person understand the complexities that our trans community here deal with on a daily basis. None of us can ever fully understand another person's experience, but we can be curious and want to learn more. And here are a few ways for you to learn more about the experience of trans and non-binary folks. One is you might read the book, Authentic Selves, Celebrating Trans and Non-Binary People and Their Families, and that's available from our UU bookstore. You might decide you want to peruse the website called Enfleshed. It offers spiritual nourishment for collective liberation, and we heard a piece from Enfleshed earlier in today's worship service. For those of you that love listening to podcasts, Jack has a recommendation. Jack recommends a short series called My Non-Binary Life. Over the last few weeks, some of you have gathered together in small group sessions called Along the Path. And through facilitated conversations, this group is exploring their individual spiritual journeys, the spiritual journeys of Unitarian Universalism and Throop, and also the shared spiritual journey that all of us are on together. Binding those journeys is the belief that in Unitarian Universalism, religious pluralism makes us stronger, and that having a wide range of voices and experiences helps us become more fluent in the cultures and identities and beliefs that the people in the pews with us hold. It helps us better value diversity, and it helps us better appreciate the many branches of our own identities and beliefs that we carry. The more we're able to practice sharing our stories here, introducing the real us to the real person in front of us, the more adept we become in embracing the complexities of difference we encounter at Throop. And we share and receive the gift of really and truly being known. What is a personal characteristic that makes you, you? Something that you have learned to love about yourself? Something that you feel really grateful is part of your makeup as a human? Something about yourself that when another person recognizes it in you, you feel fully seen and visible. Now, for some of you, you might have a characteristic that came to mind immediately. For others of you, I know it might take you a little bit to decide what that is. But as you come to that, the invitation is for you to gently make your way down to our altar and to write that characteristic, that part of you, on one of the leaves, and then to leave that on the table. And as you feel ready to come forward, you can do that. At Throop, over the last few years, we have been practicing ways of introducing ourselves at the beginning of small gatherings, our name, and we ask people to share their pronoun so that we can begin to know all of who someone is. And I wonder about us taking the opportunity in small groups or in larger groups to extend that invitation out a little bit and to start sharing something more deep about ourselves, something about us we would want others to know. And a few of those from the table. You can always count on me. My commitment to speaking truth to power, my way of finding beauty in the chaos. Goofy. And I'm an immigrant with an immigrant's story. As we move forward into the hours and days to come, may you continue practicing the art of introduction, introducing yourself more fully into who you are, and reaching out with curiosity to those who share the pews or share your circles of care and compassion. And we close our service with a final hymn. It's Do You Hear, number 112 in the gray hymnal. And I invite you all to rise and sing out as body and spirit allow, number 112.
Do you hear, oh my friend, in the place where you stand, through the sky, through the land? Do you hear, in the heights on the plain, in the vale on the main, in the sun, in the rain? Do you hear, through the roar, through the rush, through the throng, through the crush? Do you hear in the hush of your soul, hear the cry, fear won't still, hear the heart's cry to will, hear the sigh's startling trill, in your soul, from the place where you stand to the outermost end. Do you hear, oh my friend? Do you hear all the dreams, all the dares, all the sighs, all the prayers? They are yours, mine, and theirs. Do you hear,
Take the hand of someone near you or shoulder. The flames from our candles are extinguished. We carry their light with us. May the light from this community fill your lives with beauty, compassion, hope, and courage. I love you all. Go out and love the world. Amen, and blessed be.
rows and flows of angel hair, and ice cream castles in the air, and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way.
I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all.
Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel, and every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away.
I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way. But now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from live and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all.